Hey guys, and welcome into another Buffy reaction. We are watching our very first Buffy finale. Well, I'm watching my very first Buffy finale, and I'm very excited about it. I'm really hoping that the finale kind of goes. I'm hoping it's a lot. I hope it's sends me spiraling. Those are my favorite kind of finales. If not, it's okay. But I am still really excited to finish up season 1 and get into season 2. I have enjoyed season 1 so much. I can't even say, though, that I enjoyed it more than I expected because I knew I was gonna like this show. Sometimes you feel a connection to a show and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna like it. That's how I felt about this show, and I was right. I'm so happy I'm able to sit down tonight to watch the finale. I've been excited to watch this finale, obviously, but I was like plagued with a random bout of like intense nausea tonight, and I thought I wasn't going to be able to watch. I am watching a little later than intended, especially since I have to work in the morning, but you know what? We do what we gotta do for Buffy. Now, before we get into this finale, I did want to address two things about the last episode that kind of I fathomed while I was editing my reaction to that episode. First off, I want to say just how much I appreciate that even though Buffy is this badass vampire slayer, right? I love that she is also very interested in conventionally girly girl things. I like that in the last episode, and this isn't just the last episode, this has been hinted throughout the entire show so far. She was interested in getting into cheerleading. She has made it known that she was like queen bee popular girl in LA at her old school, and we saw in the last episode that she really was feeling like she was missing out on the festivities of the upcoming dance. I forget what they called it. It might have been a spring fling. May Queen was happening, all that stuff was going down, and she was looking at Cordelia with some envy there because she wanted to be taking part in all those activities that Cordelia was unashamed to want to be a part of. But Buffy is kind of struggling with this idea of wanting to be that girl because I think because she just has so much responsibility as the Slayer that she feels like she can't let herself extend in any other direction too much. And then also B, because Xander and Willow just are not into that stuff. They think it's lame. And I understand that clearly she doesn't want to be judged by them for liking the stuff that they think is stupid. I just really like that layer of her character. Also, really randomly, I want to say I'm so sorry every time I say Xavier instead of Xander. I am aware that it's a problem. I don't know why the two names are the same in my head. Apologies. If I ever say Xavier, I mean Xander. I will work on it though and try to say Xander every single time. Okay, back to what I was saying. I really appreciate that side of Buffy, and I think it's very, very ahead of its time for being a 96 or 97 TV series. Maybe it's just me growing up, or maybe it's just the things that I've become aware of, or the people I've looked up to, or the media I've consumed. But in the last couple of years, it feels like to me there's been kind of a surge in this talk about the ability for human beings to be multifaceted and how society should allow them to be. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like, even though Buffy is supposed to be like this badass, tough vampire slayer girl, I just love that she also has a soft side of her that is interested in things like cheerleading and prom and pretty dresses. I don't know, I feel like a lot of the time, specifically in older shows, there were just the Cordelia stereotypes where it's like she's the girl who wants to be into all this preppy stuff and that's just who she is. I don't know if I'm explaining it well, but I just really enjoy how multifaceted Buffy's character is, and I think that it's a really cool example to have set for a younger generation when it came out. And then I also wanted to address the fact that not only did she feel kind of on the outside of Xander and Willow in the last episode because of their clear hatred for anything preppy and her love for it, but she also kind of felt on the outskirts with them because they have these inside jokes together. They go to each other's houses for dinner. They know each other's families. They have so much history between them. They've been friends since they were kids. And that really hasn't been an issue so much in this whole season. I feel like it only first popped up in this last episode where it became very clear that that divide was there when it came to the trio, and Buffy does sometimes feel on the outs with them just because of the history that they have that she can't compete with. And I think that she does feel a little sad about that sometimes. I don't think it's a problem yet, and I don't know if it will become one, but it's just something that I noticed in the last episode and wanted to acknowledge that I had picked up on, and I do wonder if they're going to explore that further going forward. That is all my little spiel on the last episode. So I think with that being said, we can get into the finale. I imagine we're going to be wrapping things up with the Vampire Master and the Anointed. If you would like to watch my full reaction to this finale, that is available over on my Patreon. We have full reactions over there. We have bonus content over there. I'm sending out postcards over there. There's a lot of fun stuff happening. It's a great way to support me and the channel and get some bonus content. And I just want to thank all of you that are over there and supporting me right now. I've been having a lot of fun with you. The Discord chat is available over there. That just got kind of like a little makeover, so it's been a lot of fun. But if that is not of any interest to you, let's just get into my edited reaction of Buffy Season 1, Episode 12, the finale, here on YouTube. Oh my gosh, also, while I am pulling this up, I just want to say I watched the movie Missing. It's trending #1 on Netflix with Miss Storm Reed as the lead. And it was so good. I kind of put it on and I was expecting it to be like a background movie, to be honest. And I did not realize that that train of thought would have been so disrespectful had I known how good the movie was. Maybe it's just me, but I was obsessed with the movie. It sucked me in. So if you're into like mysteries, thrillers, I don't even know how to describe that movie, but lots of twists and turns. It was really good. All right, this one is called Prophecy Girl. And we happen to have just gotten our hands on a certain prophecy book called, did I write down the Codex? Like I thought after watching the last episode, I imagine that the Codex is going to be very important.
And we're good friends, and it's time to take the next step.
Stop teasing me. Stop teasing me. This is not real.
Date me? Oh, that's good. Date me. It's terrible, right?
He's talking about Buffy? Huh? No, he's not.
You know, Buffy, spring fling just isn't any dance.
Stop.
It's a time for students to choose,
oh, man.
a mate. Just kill me.
You're doing fine.
Why is it so
How
hard?
is Willow so
I just walk up to her
patient?
and say, hey, I like you. Let's go to the dance together.
Direct and to the point.
I thought they like
Oh,
skipped
Buffy's
over
not
it
here.
in the last
You can
episode.
practice on me small.
You know, I can't wait till tomorrow.
Oh,
I'll be thinking about it too
Willow.
much.
You're so
Why didn't Buffy show
cute.
up tonight?
Okay. Just your average vampire.
Another day! Another slave!
Okay. Okay. Earthquake. We've handled worse in this town. It's fine. Not the oh my god. Major earthquake. Oh my god, no. No, no, no. What?
We are in the final day.
Okay, I thought he was about to break free right now.
Glory.
Do I have something on my face?
No, we're safe. But probably.
What
best
did the
not to go
prophecy
out there.
say?
I'm putting my life on the line battling the undead. Look, I broke a nail, okay? I'm wearing a press-on.
Let me say something. They always talk about breaking a nail being like this girly, oh no, did you break a nail? Like it's in media, it's always harped on that like the worst thing that can happen to a girl is her nail getting broken. But let me tell you something. We pay a lot of money for those nails. And also, when you break a nail, sometimes it hurts bad. It hurts really, it hurts, okay? It hurts.
I can't put it off any longer. I have to meet my terrible fate.
What?
Biology.
Great. So I'm guessing based on how he's doing, that prophecy said that she's gonna die.
Willow, don't you have a thing?
The thing. The thing that I have, which is a thing.
You know what? I am looking forward to Xander putting himself out there with Buffy because I just want to get the ball rolling. I just want to see what's gonna happen and get it over with.
You know, Buffy, spring fling is a time for students to gather.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I think I was probably going to say a million things, but I misunderstood the last episode. I thought that spring fling already happened because you know how they crowned Cordelia. I don't know what I was thinking, but I was confused because usually at dances, don't like the queens and princesses and whatevers, don't they get crowned at the dance? So I was just like confused if they announced it then. It's like the perfect setting for a finale episode.
Oh, God.
Get it out. Let's get it over with.
Buffy, I want you to go to the dance with me. You and me on a date. Buffy, I like you.
She knows Willow likes him. I forgot. She
And I know
knows
we're
that.
friends and we've had experiences.
Xander, you're one of my best friends. You and Willow.
Well, Willow's not looking to date you. Or if she is, she's playing it pretty close to the chest. You either feel a thing or you don't.
Oh, God.
I don't.
Oh man. I feel bad. I feel bad.
I just don't think of you that way.
We'll try.
No, Xander.
I'll wait.
No, Xander.
Xander.
I'm not him. And I guess the
Angel.
guy's got to be undead to make time with you.
Okay.
It's really harsh.
Yeah, don't.
I don't handle rejection well.
I can understand.
Funny. Considering all the practice I've had, huh?
I'm sorry. I
Okay.
You know what? Let's just not.
So much to say about that. Oh my goodness. Do I pause and go into that? I'm gonna save it for the end of the episode.
Come
Oh.
after sundown.
It's Calendar Girl.
See you then.
No? Yeah?
Something's going on, Rupert, and I'm guessing you already know what it is.
Rupert. Did we know his first
know?
name?
I've got this crazy mug emailing me from Cortona about some anointed one.
The anointed one?
Oh.
He's dead.
Someone's dead. How'd it go?
On a scale of 1 to 10, it sucked.
Well, what'd she say?
Apart from no, does it really matter? She's still jonesing for Angel. Can care less about me.
She didn't even mention
At least
Angel.
now you know.
Yeah, I know what we'll do. We can go. Be my date. We'll have a great time. We'll dance. We'll go wild. What do you say?
No.
Good.
Wait, what?
What?
You think I want to go to the dance with you and watch you wish you were at the dance with her? You think that's my idea of hijinks?
Good job, Willow. I'm impressed. That is so hard for her to do. I love her for doing that. That is really hard to do, to have the, I don't know, willpower to understand that, at that age especially, to understand that if you can't have someone the way that you want them, it's better off to not put yourself through that kind of torture.
It's happening now.
This is, oh my God, she didn't know
Gotta
he's
give
back.
room. Well,
Speaking
there's
of
gotta be
Angel,
some way around it.
sorry. I mentioned how I found, I talked about Angel and Buffy in the last episode. Let's leave it at that. And I saw comments saying, hey, it's okay to find this cringy and it's okay to find it problematic. And that even though other shows portrayed certain relationships that were clearly toxic, and instead of portraying them with that toxicity, instead decided to romanticize them, I guess that's not totally Buffy style, which I'm hoping that that's the case and that those comments are correct, because as clear as it is that these two have chemistry, there are a lot of questionable things about this relationship. I am curious to see how the show handles it.
Tomorrow night, Buffy will face the Master, and she will die.
Oh my God. I mean, she won't, because we still have a lot of seasons left. But that is an unfortunate way to hear that news.
One Slayer dies, next one's called. Wonder who she is.
Is it always a girl?
Do you think it'll hurt?
Oh my God.
Don't touch me!
That is such a realistic thing to think in this moment, but I've never heard that contemplated in a show or movie before.
I've got a way around it. I quit.
It's not that simple.
I'm making it that simple. I quit. Read me the signs! Tell me my fortune! You're so useful sitting here with all of your books! You're really a lot of help!
I don't suppose I am.
Giles, I'm 16 years old. I don't want to die.
Wow. That was hard to watch, but I'm pretty sure that you can't just renounce your title as Slayer. I don't think that's how that works, unfortunately.
Mom, let's go away.
What?
Anywhere, just for a while, a weekend.
Isn't the prom tomorrow night? Or spring fling, whatever they're calling it? This probably isn't the best time for this, but,
It's white.
I can't go to the dance.
Says who?
I feel like she's gonna wear it and it's gonna be soaked in blood. Is that why it's white? So the blood shows up nicer on film?
Kevin said he'd bring everything to the bronze last night. He promised. We'll never get everything ready in time. They're watching cartoons. That's so cute. That's not cute. Men, I don't know why we put up with them.
They're very...
Obviously, Kevin has underestimated the power of my icy stare. Kevin!
I'm trying to think how to say it. To explain it so you understand.
It doesn't matter as long as you're okay.
I'm not okay. I knew those guys. I go to that room every day. What are we gonna do?
But we have to.
Buffy, I like your dress.
Take care.
Oh man. I like to see this. I like to see the trauma. Sounds a little masochistic, but I like to see the trauma. I like to see the effects of all of this craziness on these characters. And it makes sense that it would hit in a situation like that where it's in a place where she feels like home and in a place where, or on these people that she knows, and it just hits closer to home that way.
Wolf shall live with the lamb, the leopard shall lie down with the kid, and the little child shall lead them.
It's kind of warm and fuzzy for a message of doom.
A little
Depends where he's leading them
child, you
to.
say.
If the vampire that Buffy killed was in fact not the Anointed, then it may well be.
Well, then we need to
Okay,
warn
this
her.
is good that I thought it was going to be
Don't intend
completely
involving her at all.
blindsiding us.
Buffy's not going to face the Master. I am.
No, you're not.
Okay, thank God. Oh my
So
God.
looking for a kid, huh? You're still not going up against the Master.
I've made up my mind.
So have I.
I mean, do what you gotta do, I guess.
Think of something cool. Tell him I said it.
Think of something cool, tell him I said it.
Maybe I'll take him with me.
I mean, that's so crazy that in her head, that's the best case scenario. Like, she is willingly walking into death right now, and the best case scenario is maybe I can take this master guy down with me. There he is.
I'm sorry to bring this up, but we also have an apocalypse to worry about.
Right.
Do you mind?
They kind of
How come she's in
coincide.
the club?
Hey! The Hellmouth opens, the demons come to party, and everybody dies.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm sorry. I don't. Right now, I gotta help Buffy.
We don't even know where she's gone.
A lot has been building up to this. It feels surreal that I'm watching this right now. Okay. He's gonna go to Angel.
Take me to him.
You're way out of your league, kid.
I agree.
Master will kill you before you can even breathe.
Yeah.
If you're lucky.
I don't like you. At the end of the day, I pretty much think you're a vampire.
You're in love with her.
Aren't you?
The Master is as old as any vampire on record.
Guys, Willow is right there. That's all I'm saying.
Welcome.
Ooh, okay, here we go.
Thanks for having me.
Ew, why is he even uglier than I remember? I literally just saw him like 10 minutes ago.
The feeble banter portion of the fight.
It's my favorite part. Oh no.
Well, the last time the Master tried to rise was the harvest. He sent a bunch of vampires to get him fresh blood.
Where did that go down?
The bronze.
Oh. The prom is... Oh yeah, that makes... Cordelia was talking about how stuff needed to be at the bronze. That's so funny. That's so funny to me that the school dance is being held at the bronze.
You know, for someone who's all powerful, you sure do like to hide.
I'm
Right?
waiting for you. I understand.
Because they're not going to the bronze.
There's a lot. There's a lot. Ew. He needs to cut his nails. Ew.
You tried. You heard the prophecy that I was about to break free, and you came to stop me. You're the one that sets me free.
What?
If you hadn't come, I couldn't go. By the way, I like your dress.
There's 10 minutes left. There's 10 minutes left. Okay. I just needed to decompress, think everything through. I'm not worried. It's fine. It's fine. So the bite isn't going to do any harm. So, you know, it kind of looks like it did some harm with her passing out and falling into a little pond of sorts. She's gonna be fine. She's the Slayer. She's strong. One bite isn't gonna do anything catastrophic, right? Angel and Xander are here. They're gonna help Buffy. And everything's gonna be fine. So the thing is, you know, we do have an army of vampires, and the Master is free. But you know what? I don't have time for that. I have time for us to make sure Buffy is going to be all right. Oh my gosh, it's giving Chamber of Secrets. She's fine. She's fine.
She's dead.
No, she's literally not, but okay.
She's not dead.
Correct.
She's not breathing. CPR. You have to do it. I have no breath.
That's interesting.
Why are they coming here? Not Karen.
Giles.
Get in!
Oh my god. Cordelia? Is Cordelia about to save the day? That was a really interesting shot. Okay, she's good. Yeah. See, she's got the strength of a Slayer. The bite did nothing. She's fine. I mean, it did set the Master free, but other than that, it did nothing.
We gotta get to the library.
Library, great.
Cordelia. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god, they're running. They're running. They're running. Those are swingy doors. Oh my god, they lock. Okay, okay, okay. Ew. 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 You know, I saw a snake for the first time in real life last summer. It was like a little garden snake, but it freaks me out. I didn't realize I was afraid of snakes, but it turns out I just hadn't had to deal with them. Okay, ma'am. Time to go save the world. Chop, chop. You're fine. What if she's trapped down here?
Let's go.
That's weird. Okay, on the bright side, Cordelia's gotta be in the group after this episode, no? She's got... Is that a snake? What even is that? That did not look like a snake. Oh my god, the music? We're getting a music montage? Okay, good. I thought she was gonna be trapped down where the Master was.
Oh, look, a bad guy.
Oh, look, a bad guy. Why is she giving so hard right now?
One way or another, this won't take long.
I'm so for this new Buffy, but I'm also concerned because what and why?
See how you like it.
Cordelia fighting the vampire. Oh my god. Okay, those are not snakes. Those are... They literally look like intestines.
Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god! What is that?
You were destined to die. It was written.
What can I say? I flunked the written.
Did you really think you could best me here when you couldn't below?
Yeah.
You have fruit punch mouth.
What?
Save the hypnosis crap for the tourists.
Just like that. Just like that. Just a casual impaling.
We save the world. I say we party. He's not going anywhere.
Let me see him.
Loser.
Aren't they supposed to completely obliterate? Oh. Okay. That's different. And that's the end. Post-credit. Why is he a skeleton and the other vampires just disappear into nothing? We didn't even get to go to the dance. What is this? I'm kind of surprised that... I'm surprised that the whole showdown of Buffy and the Master and the Anointed, all of that, I mean, I shouldn't be surprised because it all came down to one episode, and I knew it was going to all come down to this one episode, but I feel like there's a catch. Like, we really just killed the Vampire Master. the vampire master by pushing him onto a wooden stake. And then that was it. And then the Hellmouth is closed. See, I would be concerned. I'd be like, did he really die? But I think he really did die because all of the Hellmouth creatures died with him. So so now I'm just confused about where season 2 is going to take us, because it seems like all loose ends were really tied up in this episode. And it's thrown me off a little bit. It is. I'm kind of scared now. I was concerned when Buffy came back to life. She came back pretty suddenly. It doesn't seem... Was it Xander's CPR that brought her back, or was it herself that brought herself back? And then she was like, yeah, I died. And they're just all talking very casually about how she died. And are they just joking because she like died for a couple seconds and then Xander brought her back with some CPR? But that can't be... I feel like there's more to it, because why did she come back so much stronger? Is that a thing? Well, no. I was going to say, is that a thing with Slayers where when they die, if they're able to come back somehow, they come back stronger? Is that like a Slayer thing? But Giles didn't seem to be tuned into that, and he seemed surprised that she survived. I don't know. I don't feel relaxed. Some people like to call out the fact that I overthink, and I do overthink, but just let me overthink. It's part of how I watch TV. My brain is used to it, and this is just how I function. So I'm gonna overthink. And right now I'm thinking there's a catch. I don't know. I feel like something went down with the Master feeding from Buffy and her coming back to life. Something went down there, and I'm not quite sure what, and I'm assuming that season 2 is going to get into that. I have no idea, so I'm just going to stop talking about it. How is the Hellmouth going to get back open? I think the reason that there is so much supernatural activity in Sunnydale is because it's on the Hellmouth, but just because the Hellmouth is closed doesn't mean that there's not going to be any supernatural beings in the world. So what if that's just the end of the Hellmouth? I don't know. I don't know why I was expecting a different outcome with this episode, and all these loose ends being tied have really thrown me off, and I just don't know what to expect from the rest of the series anymore. There's one thing I wrote down, and it was Xander. Xander confessed his feelings to Buffy. I did not see this coming. I thought this was going to be like a mid-season 2 type of thing, where it was all going to come out, but he really did it. He really sat her down. He said he was going to, and he did it. He put his feelings on the line, and he was friend-zoned. I'm not surprised by Buffy's reaction. I do wonder if any part of her is interested in Xander at all, and she said no because she knows that Willow is really into Xander. But I could also see it being like she just doesn't see him that way, and that's all that it is, because she hasn't given any indication that she is into him. So it could just be that as well. But either way, I'm happy that she was honest and forward in her answer to him. I'm happy she didn't dance around the subject. I'm so happy there's no miscommunication happening. I'm very happy with how that went down, with him confessing and her rejecting. I'm happy we kept it that simple. And then as far as Xander's reaction to it, immediately he goes to like, oh, well, it's because you're hung up on Angel. Like, Xander. She did not say anything about him. And also, he was just like pretty immature about the whole thing, about the rejection. He got very defensive. He got a bit snarky. He threw some low blows at her. In the moment, I want to be annoyed with him, but then I have to remind myself he's a 16-year-old boy, and any 16-year-old boy or girl would very possibly react that way. Rejection is hard at any age, but it is especially devastating when you're a teenager. So I do give him a pass on his reaction to the rejection, because it's just hard. It is hard. There's something that like triggers me about when people are like, well, you rejected me. I shouldn't be surprised. Everyone rejects me. Like, I hate that. Like, I hate when people act that way, because it's like, what do you want me to, am I supposed to feel bad for you? Am I supposed to, what do you want me, why are you saying that to me? Are you trying to make me feel bad? I don't know. Do you want me to comfort you? Is this like, what do you want? I don't know. I just really dislike when people, that specifically was what like upset me, when he was like, oh, everyone rejects me, no one wants me, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, it is common thought, and he's a 16-year-old boy. gotta let him have his emotions. And he let it out, and what can you do? But of course, even though he was hurt by Buffy's rejection, he was no less eager to make sure that she was safe, obviously. And we found out in this episode that he's in love with her. Angel pointed that out to him. He didn't exactly say yes, but he's like, aren't you? And I'm going to take that as a yes to the fact that both Angel and Xander are very in love with Buffy. And then there's Willow. All right, I think I'm going to leave it there. What the heck I'm going to look at the next episode title. I'm just going to do it. When She Was Bad. Oh my God. Is Buffy about to enter her Reputation era? Because I'm here for it. I do wonder, there's one thing I do wonder about. If I can put out one prediction as to where season 2 is going to take us, I think we're going to see a dark side to Buffy. It crossed my mind when she woke up and she suddenly felt stronger. She also seemed to have an edge to her. There wasn't just physical strength that had been added to her. There was like this edge that had been added to her after what went down with the Vampire Master. So I think maybe when she was bitten by the Vampire Master, did some of his, I don't even know what you would call it, but did a piece of him go inside her? That sounds not like I want to say it like that. Did any of his energy pass into her is basically what my thought process is. Like when someone bites you, when a vampire bites you, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna die. And she was meant to die in that moment because he's so powerful. But since she didn't die, did she absorb any of his power through that bite? And is this new edge, this new strength, is that because of the Vampire Master? And is she going to have kind of like a darker side to her come out? And is that going to be something that she's going to have to learn to control? I don't know. This is just me theorizing off the top of my head. Also, I'm very, I don't know if I would say concerned. I do think the Vampire Master is dead, but I'm wondering why he became a skeleton when everyone else just vanished into thin air. If that's not a spoiler and it doesn't get explained in the future, can you please tell me what your theory is on the reason for that? Check down below because I think I'm going to pin a comment asking your guys' questions, any questions that you want to ask me about season 1, about anything Buffy related going forward, anything at all. I'm going to pin a comment down below and I will answer your guys' questions if you have any. I don't even know if anyone has a question, but if you have a question you want to ask it and I will answer it at the beginning of our next video. If this is something that you guys enjoy, and it would be kind of fun to add that extra step of, I don't know, interactivity between us, I could pin a comment at the top of every video and you guys could ask me questions about the episode. If I didn't cover anything that you wanted me to cover, you could put questions on every video and I could answer them at the beginning of the next reaction. And we could just do that. Or we could just do a Q&A at the end of each season. If you think that would be a better idea and you don't think you would have a question for every episode, but I don't know. It depends. I have no idea. Let me know your thoughts on that. I do want to get some more like connection between me and you guys and just talk to you guys more. So I think that would be a fun way to do it. But yeah, for now, there is a pinned comment below. I am excited to get into season 2. I have another show on my list that I'm going to start reacting to. I have a lot of movies that I'm excited to react to. I have some music reactions coming up. I have lots of plans for us. So I hope you stick around and I cannot wait to see you guys next time.